You've decided to buy a home. Now it's time to search for your ideal property. But what is your ideal property? Have you ever thought about that? Your real estate agent should take the initiative and sit down with you to ask you as many detailed questions so that you both are on the same page and know exactly what house meets your goals and lifestyle. In this video, I'm going to share 3 things that you should consider when deciding on a home. My name is Vienna Sicard. I'm with the Kais Company here in Miami, Florida, and I serve the Miami and Fort Lauderdale areas. Number 1, price. Before you start searching for a home, you need to know what your purchasing power is. So it's important that before all of this happens, you speak with a lender and they give you a pre-approval or pre-qualification is ideal because that one's a more concrete number. And now that you know that number, I always recommend to stay below that number when you're doing your home search. It's better for your pocket. It could be better for your pocket to stay under it, especially with expenses that you might have never even considered in real estate, especially if it's your first time buying a home. Number 2, location. And I know every real estate agent tells you location, 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 but I don't mean location in a general sense. I mean it in a very specific way. Within location, how's your commute? How's your commute to work? How's your commute to school? And take into consideration, especially in South Florida, traffic. So, if normally on a regular day, on a regular time of day, like, I don't know, 11 a.m., traffic would normally be 15 minutes from your house to work or to school. Trust me that with traffic in Miami, that commute could be double, triple, or even quadruple the actual time it would normally take you. So that's important to consider. Also, within location, in what proximity do you want to be in regards to restaurants or clubs or malls, stores, grocery shops, bakeries? Think about these things. For example, when I choose a home, I would love for a grocery store to not be over 10 minutes away. Why do I say this? Because if I forgot ham or if I forgot cheese or just a gallon of milk, I don't want to have to drive more than 15 minutes to just grab that one thing. So it's important that you consider that when you're planning around your home search. Are you a social person? Do you like to go to clubs, restaurants? Do you want to be in close proximity to those places? What's your lifestyle like and what areas would you like to be in? Also considering that number that your lender gave you because you might love to be near the water, for example, Miami Beach, but your purchasing power is not Miami Beach area. So you want to consider maybe other areas, expand on your search to see if you can get as close as possible to Miami Beach. And that's just an example. And number 3 could have been categorized with number 2 with location, but I felt it needed its own space because you have to consider um, natural disasters and ways to get in and out of your neighborhood without too many obstacles. So, number 3 is how many routes are available to get to your home. Here in South Florida, the further down you go, the less routes there tend to be to get there. So, if you're thinking like Homestead or the Keys, just very limited routes to get there, especially during rush hour. It's kind of like a funnel because so many people are using the same 2 or 3 routes to get there. So normally if it would take you about 30 minutes without the traffic, it could take you up to 2 hours or even more, especially if there's an accident. If you need to evacuate the area because it can get flooded due to a hurricane coming, then that's also a factor to consider because getting out of the south and going up north can also get crazy. So know how many routes are available. The more north you go here in South Florida, the more routes you have available so you can go through like the west and the east and take different streets. But if there are only 2 or 3 routes to get to your home and there are no shortcuts, then That's very important for you to consider if that's something that you would want to experience. I hope this video is useful for you and that it helps you take into consideration the many factors that go into choosing a home. There's a lot of rational and logical factors, and there's a lot of spiritual, esoteric factors. And like I said in the beginning, it all depends on you, what your non negotiables are. Of course, there are plenty of more factors, but I'll share that in another video. I just wanted to keep it short. Have a great day and follow, like, subscribe.